everyone, Mark Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, riding dirty off to an event in Iowa. Got some time to sit back, make some calls, do some, fucking videos. And there's something that I've been meaning to do for a while, and I kind of skate the subject, and I'm going to tell you why. And I'm also going to tell you why everybody else does too. Now, this whole thing about, hey, if you're on drugs, go ahead and say what you're on. Say your cycle.
Keep right onto exit 1B.
I gotta keep right on exit 1B. Don't fuck me up. Fuck! So anyway, everybody's like, oh, well, Callie Muscle claims not natty, and fucking Dana Lynn Bailey claims not natty. I'm not for 1 second claiming that, or claims they're natty. I'm not for 1 second claiming that they're not natty. I could give a fuck what anybody injects in their ass. I give a fuck who anybody has sex with. I don't give a fuck about you or anything that you do. Don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck. 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 Here's the deal. You guys are fucking stupid, is what it comes down to. If you expect someone who, let's say, is 20 years old on YouTube to fucking admit to illegal activity on a public channel, not only is it illegal, and the DEA can crack down your doors should they choose to, which they usually don't give a fuck about stuff like that, to be honest with you. They're busy wrangling up fucking Guatemalan drug lords. But let's just be real here. It's fucking illegal, and if you admit to that shit on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, they could break down your door should they choose to. They have probable cause and they have reasons because you fucking admitted it online like a fucking idiot. Now, what if, let's say, later on down the road, and I'll be like, well, Arnold was in politics, he did steroids. It ain't Arnold's time, and you're not Arnold. Arnold was charismatic and got away with a lot of shit, including smoking weed at the end of fucking Pop Iron before it was cool to smoke weed on TV. Now, here's the fucking deal. One, it's illegal. Two, it can fucking damage your career and your ability to get jobs later on, admitting to illegal, illicit use of fucking drugs. And three, it's just plain stupid. It doesn't benefit anyone. Now, I tell you know what? It sounds like I don't like Bostin Loyd because I always make fun of his I-80 West. Because I always make fun of his undersized penis, and I always make fun. I'll joke around about 3cc's. I've spoken to Bostin Loyd. He's a lighthearted kid. I think he's a good kid. I just think he's misdirected. And I wish he would heed some advice from someone like me who's been around the block, who hires people, and who's been successful in different areas of business in how to handle his image. Now, his image right now is that bad boy who says what the fuck he wants to say, who isn't afraid to inject things, die, or lose a limb. Now, Bostin put himself in a really fucked up position for his future, and I believe he's 21 years old or 20. I'm not quite sure of his age. And again, I've spoken to Bostin offline. I think Bostin's a fucking great kid. I just think he's misdirected, and I really do. And I'm making myself sound really fucking old by calling him a kid, but I'm 34 years old next month, and you know what? I'm no spring chicken, okay? I'm not old, but at the same time, I have a lot of life experience. I started at Weeder at 19, and I've seen a lot. I've hired a lot of people. I've fired a lot of people, and I've been hired and fired. And I've owned companies, and I've been there and done that. And what I see happening is Bostin is setting himself up for long-term career issues. In that, let's say next year Bostin's like, hey, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with fucking steroids. I'm done with fucking all this bullshit on Facebook, and I'm gonna go back to school. I'm gonna get a degree, and boom. Okay. Let's say he goes and interviews at Microsoft. Okay, and this has happened. I know of a lot of people. Guess what? What you put online on social media, that shit stays there forever. And you can always go on Google Cache and find shit that's been deleted. So I can't just go in and delete shit and it's gone. No, it's still there. What's on the internet, always on the internet. And I've used that myself in litigation, okay? They're gonna Google your shit. Nowadays, employees are Googling and using social media to research who they hire. Is it legal? Yeah, pretty much. Even if it's not illegal, they'll still do it and not tell anyone about it. So if, let's say, Bostin comes out 170 pounds, good looking young man, very good looking young man, very smart young man. I think Bostin has a good head on his shoulders. I just think he's misdirected. And they come out and they see it and they're like, oh my God, we cannot have this guy representing our company because of what he's done in the past. And that's what social media has done. I know of a lot of cases where social media has led to the demise of someone's career. And I think we might be watching that in front of us. I don't know what career choices Bostin's going to make, but I guarantee you it's going to be different at 30 than it is at 21 or whatever the fuck age he is. I curse like a sailor. I do my thing. I have owned a lot of businesses, and let's just say that I have a bit more freedom to do what the fuck I want to do, but I'm still not going to go out and admit to illicit drug use on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, nor am I going to help anybody else. Hey, we're in Iowa. Yay. Fuck Iowa. So, you know, here's the deal. It's just not helping anyone. So, Cali Muscle, for example, not saying he's on anything, but let's just say he's a large individual who I think is one of the funniest men I've ever seen on video. And I've talked to him offline. He's a great guy, from what I can tell. What does Cali have to gain doing commercials for Geico and Planet Fitness and whatever else he's doing by saying, hey, I'm on illegal drugs? That does nothing, and it's not going to help. The guy already has a huge following. He's admired by many, and he's honestly one of the harder working guys I've seen at expos. Cali has nothing to gain, but Cali's taken a step further and done videos on juicing, you know, fucking pears and pineapples and shit. I mean, the guy's fucking great. Dana Lynn Bailey, she's competing in the Olympia. I'm not saying she's on anything. I don't fucking know. I haven't seen her piss test, but she looks very, very good. If she was to come out and say she's on anything, what does that do good for anybody? What does that do good for the sport? Honestly, guys, if you think someone's on, Dana's not competing in the OCB. Dana's not competing in the ANBF. Dana's not competing in natural bodybuilding. She's not lying to compete as a natural, okay? So, I can imagine now, I foolhardily, I will put my phone, and I know the people who've polygraphed him. I believe Doug's natural, okay? Doug Miller is natural. I would fucking, if it came out that he was on shit, I'd be fucking more shocked than if I found out that Barry White was gay. Because Barry White's fucking gangster, right? And I'm not saying gay people are wrong, it's just you don't expect fucking, you know, Barry White to be gay, right? You're like, fuck, Barry White? I fucked his music, I fucked women to his music like 400 million times, that's what you'd be saying. You know, and you're like, fuck. So Barry White, I'd be fucking shocked. I'd be fucking devastated, but Doug competing naturally, looking like he does, okay, fuck it, question him. He should expect it. He should take it as a compliment because he looks so fucking good that no one believes he's natural. And I know Doug Miller's not natural. I can see the comments now. And for those of you saying that, so I don't have to comment below, I'd like to preemptively state for the record, fuck yourself with a fucking unlubed wiffle ball bat. Beastie Boys. Okay, fuck you. I'm not here to debate Doug's naturalness. I'm done fighting Doug's fights. Doug's done fighting. Doug doesn't give a fuck. I don't fucking care. All I'm saying is it makes sense to question Doug Miller because he's competing as a natural. Fucking question him because he's claiming natural. Fucking Cali Muscle can claim it, but he's not cheating anybody. He's just making commercials, lifting heavy weights, and being funny as fuck. Dana Lynn Bailey's competing in the Olympia. Last I checked, if you pass a drug test, they kick you out. It's a joke, by the way. Don't email me asking if they actually do that. What I'm getting at, I fucking lie. I keep thinking of Boston's little penis. What I'm getting at, guys, is that there's no benefit to anybody to someone disclosing. In fact, I have a case study right here. Christian Boving, a great guy. I consider him an acquaintance. I wouldn't say friend, but he's a guy, if I saw it, hey, let's go get a beer, you know, you're fucking great. He's a great, nice guy, brilliant, very attractive man, you know, I mean, I'd fuck him. But I mean, Christian got fired, got his contract terminated by Muscle Tech went on Bigger, Faster, Stronger, he admitted to androgen use. Christian Boving's physique does not state natural to me. But by him confirming on camera that he's on illicit, illegal drugs, that's really fucking bad, right? So what I'm getting at, guys, is Natty this, Natty that stupid fucking site, Natty or Not, which I'm on. And thank you so much for saying that I'm on, because if you would have said that I'm not on, I would have been devastated, because you said Chris Jones is not on, is on, and I don't think Chris is. I've seen Chris in person. If Chris was on, I think he'd be more vascular in his arms, and he'd look unnatural in the off season or fucking every day. Chris, you know, Chris is, but I've seen Chris so many days, so many years, he hasn't put on any astounding size. He's a genetically blessed individual, and he fucking trains his balls off. And for the most part, he eats pretty goddamn good. So I'm not going to say Chris is on anything. But if he was, who fucking cares? He's not competing and saying he's not. You know, I actually had a guy email me once asking how to pass a drug test in WNBF. And I said, I basically went on and I didn't say you're a piece of shit, but I said that's wrong, this and that. He threatened to kill me if I told on him. I wasn't going to snitch on him, but that's how these fucking people are. You know, I'm like, fuck it. I don't even know what relevance that has to this, but I'm kind of rambling because I got another 2 hours and 36 minutes of driving, according to GPS. You know what, guys? Here's the deal. Number one, assuming that Cali Muscle, myself, Dana Lynn Bailey, fucking Chris Jones, Bob Dole, fucking Newt Gingrich, assuming we're on steroids, it's in our best interest not to go and say what we're on or even confirm that we're on anything unless it's a medically prescribed dose. Okay, it's just not fucking smart for anybody involved. Number two, lying to the kids. Guys, when I was just talking to an IFBB pro, I'm not going to name names about this, and there was something to be said about thinking that Arnold was natural because you trained your ass off and you thought you could achieve that. Sooner or later, in your fucking late teens or 20s, you're going to know that you're not going to be able to look like Arnold without fucking drugs and superior genetics. Shit, I could take all the drugs in the world. Arnold's still a better bodybuilder than me. Phil Heath and I could do the same cycle, same training, and same diet. He'll still make me look like a fucking child. Why? Because he's Phil Heath, and I'm Mark Lobliner. Phil Heath is the best in the world. I'm a mediocre bodybuilder, but I'm the top of the mediocres. And fuck them bad bitches. I don't want no mediocre. So there you have it, guys. There's a lot of things that play a role. Genetics, all this, all that. But if you expect for 1 second a non-natty guy with something to lose to fucking, and even if you have nothing to lose, I'm assuming Bostin has not much to lose. Later on, that might hinder him from getting a job. So Bostin, if you're watching this, first of all, no more nudes until you get male enhancement on your penis. Second of all, dude, calm that shit down and delete what the fuck you can from what you've said, because that shit can and will hurt your career in the long term. And just stop fucking doing it. It's very irresponsible to your future and your career. And you're gonna watch this and you're gonna say, fuck Mark Lobliner, he's a fucking prick, and his facial hair is straggly. And I shave my balls. But at the end of the day, bro, I've been there. You know, I did some shit when I first started my career that still comes back to haunt me. Some stupid shit I said. But this was before Facebook and fucking Twitter. You know, there's no fucking like verbal or written record of it. Just people's memories. And I moved on. And here I am now, cursing, but not showing my penis and not disclosing, you know, illegal, illicit drug activity. So last thing you want is the DEA knocking down your door. And Callie, Dana, whether you're on, off, fucking, whether you fucking, I don't give a fuck if you consensually have sex with transvestite midgets. I don't care. It's your response. It's your fucking deal. It's your body. You know, I don't give a fuck what you're on. You guys look fantastic. Whether natural or not, you need to be proud of what you've accomplished. Because as we all know, drugs are just part of the equation. They're not the fucking final answer. How many guys, and you fucking trolls know who I'm talking to and know who I'm talking about, how many guys at your gym do the fucking juice and don't even look like they lift? There's a lot of things involved. Androgen receptors, there's fucking diet, training, of course, and there's genetics, and those all play a huge role. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. 15 minutes of rambling. So let me talk about my cycle. I menstruate on around the 28th of every month. My period usually goes for 5 days with light spotting on day 6 and 7. After that, I can remove the tampon and I'm good to go. I'm Mark Loyd, TigerFitness.com. Just talking about my imaginary vagina. That's not a game.